Okay, day 9. I had to actually not make a video yesterday because I was busy. It was my mom's birthday, and I'm in Seattle, and I am having a hard time finding internet connections. So it's taking me a second. But I will tell you that I'm still meditating, I'm still cleaning, I'm still off of Facebook. And I know that I say this almost every video, and everything's amazing. God, but it is. It's really weird. Um, as you do this longer and longer, you start to realize there is just an energy that is always available, that is the energy that aligns with nature. It's the energy that aligns with everything. And it's just a creative, slowly feeling amazing, expansive growth energy that's just a picture of just being around. It's just always what's in the air. It's always what we can connect to. And when you close your eyes and you sit for a while, you start to not only connect to that energy, but become that energy. Um, People that go, that's crazy, just sit for a few hours and watch as your old mind has nothing to grab on. Because as you sit there, the reason meditation is really hard for some people is because if you're in your head and you think who you are as your mind, you're not even aware of the energy that's going on around in the room. And your head is just fight or flight. That's all your brain is. It's just in fear and fight or flight, and it's trying to figure out everything. So it's always in the past, always in the future, and it's just stressing, stressing, stressing. And it's totally unaware of this universal, connect with nature, feeling energy that's right in front of us all. It's really so much more of what we are. And our mind just builds this crazy shield, and it does everything it can to stop itself from feeling the energy that it is, and it's insanity. And as I sit, your mind goes crazy. The reason it's hard is because your mind goes, well, this is who I am. I'm someone who suffers, and if we sit here, I have no identity, and you think you're your mind, so you're just sitting here, and you what you think you are is like grabbing for air because you're falling apart. The story of you is falling apart. But under that, once it falls apart, is this other place of love that can love people for no reason. It just doesn't care. It almost doesn't care what's going on in the world as much. In other words, it's not emotionally entangled in it. It does care, but it's not as like, it's got to be this way or anything, because you start to see the world the way that just love sees it, and that everything's unfolding trying to find this love that you're suddenly becoming. So you start to realize all the times that I fell apart in the past were me bringing myself to right here. And when you see someone being chaotic or crazy or whatever, the world's voting for whoever they're voting for, and if you're not for it, you're going, oh, okay, like they need to learn whatever lessons they need to learn. They're asking for that. They're asking to learn whatever lessons they need to learn so that they kind of fall finally into themselves. Things need to fall apart out here for them to connect to here. And as you sit and you meditate, you start to feel this full, constant growth, connection, expansion, creativity, energy. And that suddenly becomes the true story of you. And I tweeted this morning, you win the game of life the second you realize when your goal is to, I don't even like the word goal, but when you choose that it's better even to connect to myself and get love from inside than trying to chase it from anything outside. Because when you connect to yourself inside, you can bring that love to everything outside. But if you don't have that connection, you're trying to get love from outside. And if you are trying to get it from, your parents or the dream person in your life, or your, an addiction, just scrolling through Facebook as you're trying to find love, getting alcohol as you're trying to find just a connection to yourself, right? When you finally start going, oh, I feel off, I'm going to go inward, I'm going to meditate, then all of a sudden your life starts to change because that's your priority. And think of internal connection as like money, right? And I think Osho said something similar to this too, but a couple getting together, if they really want each other, is like sometimes it's because they don't have the connection in themselves and they think you complete me. That's like two broke people trying to get money out of the other person. Neither person has money, so they're just continually wanting the other one to be a certain way or whatever. And then both people are scared they're going to lose the other person because they see the other person as the source of their money, but they don't understand that both are totally broke and don't have any money. When you connect to yourself, it's like going into the bank and depositing and depositing and depositing love into yourself, love into yourself. And then you start to not feel, if you have a bunch of money, you're not dependent on other people that have money. And there's some people that don't want you to have money because they were the source of your money, right? So there's some people that can manipulate you. So if you're a people pleaser, energetically, there's takers that go, I don't have power if you understand what you are. And there's people that are controlling the world that are like, I don't have power if you understand what you are. So the biggest way to shift the entire planet and to stop codependency and to stop addictions is to tap into the love that's always available, that you already are, and you're totally free. And so that's what I'm noticing and learning, is that the other mindset of fear is just totally chaos. And as I meditate, I start to really see that there is an energy of love, of expansion, of creativity. It totally, as a byproduct, loses its addictions because I have enough, quote, money in my heart, so I don't need to get money from a latte or from different people or from, and I suddenly have way more time because I'm not hanging out with as many, people in a codependent way as I would, or people that were codependent on me. I feel full, so I suddenly am much more relaxed and connected, and there's times where I slip, but doing what I can to be less wishing something was a certain way, or being less judgmental of the world, and then I'm free. So day 9 is that's what's happening to me. There's a love that's already existent that we never connect to because our mind is actually shielding us from that love and trying to get love in the physical things that it can see, but not in what you are. So connect to what you are.